Can everybody just calm down a second about Ben Brereton Diaz? I know it hasn't been the best start to life at Derby County for the Chilean forward, but ultimately there is a lot still to play for, and he is going to have a huge role to play for Derby County across the course of this season. Now, obviously, there's been a few moments in his early games where Derby County fans have not been too keen on the way he has played. We look at a moment during the game versus Preston North End when he could have slotted in Max Johnston, maybe even played the ball to Bobby Clark running behind him, and ultimately he didn't make the right decision and he took the shot on himself. But for me, that shows a lot about Brereton Diaz and where he is aiming to go as a Derby County player. Now, obviously, over the course of this season, Derby County are going to want to pick up some form rather quickly, and he is going to be a part of that with the injury to Corey Blackett-Taylor. Now, if you have not done so already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and if you have not done so already, check out the likes of Loaded, Kitbag, and NordVPN down in the description. Make sure you get yourself involved in the raffle as well. That will be linked down below. But let's get into it. Check out the gaming channel and the Discord down in the description. Let's try and get the gaming channel to 50 subscribers. If you haven't done so already, check it all out. The Discord's down there as well. It's a way for you guys to communicate with me, so let's get into it. Head on over to raffle.com, linked down in the description, so that you can get yourselves into the raffle to win 2 Derby County home tickets or a 2025-26 DCFC kit of your choice. Tickets start at just £1 per ticket, with a range of different bundles available to you where you can buy 2 tickets, get 2 free, 5 tickets, get 5 free, 10 tickets to get 10 free, and 15 tickets for 15 free. All you need to do is head on over to Derby County's website, get yourself a fan ID. So if you are the winner of this raffle, I can send you over those tickets. And all you have to do is enter a question just a little bit about Jamie Carragher and what club he played at for his entire career. So if you haven't done so already, head on over to raffle.com, linked in the description, so that you can join the raffle for 2 Derby County home tickets or a 2025-26 DCFC kit of your choice. Now, Ben Brereton Diaz hasn't had the best start to life at Derby, and I completely understand why people want him to move out of the club and want him to, well, not necessarily move out of the club, but move out of the first team picture and maybe be replaced for somebody else. And I do completely understand. I understand the way people feel about it, and I completely understand wanting players who are going to improve us. Now, in my opinion, Brereton Diaz is much better than what we had last season. I think he's better than Mendes Lang. I think he's better than Tom Barkhuizen. Is he better than Corey Blackett-Taylor? Maybe. And you're sort of in that position where I think he's an improvement on what we had. Do I think he's incredible? Not at the moment, but do I think he could get there? Absolutely. And the problem is with us as Derby County fans is we've not started the greatest this season. We're looking at the moments that we're seeing on the pitch and thinking, oh, if he'd have done that, we may have scored and we could have got a point out of that game. We could have won that game. And ultimately, for me, that is the problem that is facing Derby County at the moment. It's that a lot of people are looking at the circumstances surrounding the team and the performances and the results, and I do think a lot of people turn around and say that results haven't been there, but performances, in my opinion, have. Obviously, versus Preston, the first half was a write-off, do not get me wrong. But in terms of the second half, Derby County could have scored 3, 4, maybe even 5 goals in that second half. Patrick Agyemang had 2 or 3 chances himself. Obviously, Brereton Diaz had that opportunity on the edge of the box in the first half where, yes, he probably should have played it through. But ultimately, it's one of those moments, it's one of those situations where you've really got to sort of take stock and look at Derby County. Last season, we finished, a point above the drop zone. This season, if we finish mid-table, 10, 15 points above the drop zone, that is movement, that is progression, and that is what Derby County are aiming for. Now, I have turned around personally and said that Derby County are dark horses this season, and I personally do still believe that. Whether you do or not is a completely different story, but for me, I still think that once this team gets going, once we bring back Sondre Langas, once we chuck in Owen Beck, once Agyemang is fit to start, I think this team looks completely different. And ultimately, I don't think we're going to sit with that back three much longer. I think at the moment we've sort of been forced into it. And you go to the weekend, obviously Callum Elder was dragged off at half time for Patrick Adjumang to come on. Was that injury related? Was it a tactical decision? I'm not entirely sure. But we moved to a back four, and I think we looked so much better in that back four. I think Lewis Travis looked sharper. I still am not quite sure about Ibu Adams and Lewis Travis playing together, if I'm honest. The balance just feels a little bit off. Two very defensive-minded midfielders, in my personal opinion, and I don't think they should be playing together. Maybe a Travis and an Ozo, give Ozo that freedom to drag the ball out. That's maybe something that worked. Something which I was sort of anticipating across the course of this season was sort of a trio with Travis, Ozo and Clark, or Travis, Ozo and Brewster, in that sort of number 10 role, Brewster and Clark. But we're going to have to sort of wait and see how that develops over the course of the next few weeks when Brewster returns from injury and sort of heading into the game this weekend up against Wrexham, who I think they play in the Cup on Tuesday or Wednesday night. So we will have a preview out after that game has been played. But it's a very difficult circumstance. Brereton Diaz hasn't had the best start. Obviously not. I think we can all agree that. But I still think there's quality there. I think we've seen signs of it as well. Could have scored against West Brom if it wasn't for a good block. Had an opportunity or two against Preston as well. And there's a couple of opportunities where maybe if he was a little bit sharper, a little bit fitter, he'd have probably got himself an opportunity on goal. But ultimately, he's not been playing consistently, and that is the problem that faces him as he joins Derby County. Now, do I hope that Derby County are going to turn this around? Absolutely. Do I think John Eustace is going anywhere? Absolutely not. And in John Eustace, I do trust. The way he turned it around last season was absolutely phenomenal. It took him 10 games to pick up double pretty much the points that we'd picked up in the first 30 games of the season, which is absolutely tremendous by John Eustace. And if he goes on a run like that again, where he picks up playoff form over the course of a 10-game spell, ultimately we're very much out of danger. So I for one am staying calm, but you can obviously let me know your thoughts on that down in the comments. Obviously, if you have not done so already, check out the likes of Kitbag, Loaded and NordVPN down in the description. We've also obviously pumping out loads of content onto the gaming channel, so make sure you go and join the Discord down in the description as well and get yourself involved in the gaming channel as well. I think we've just hit 25 subscribers over there. If we can get that to 50 subscribers, I'd be absolutely delighted. So if you can help me out, head on over there, hit that subscribe button, go and check out the videos, let me know what your thoughts are on them. But if you have not done so already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell. Let me know your thoughts down in the description. Check out everything down in the description, and also get yourself involved in the raffle where you can get yourself 2 DCFC home tickets or a Derby shirt of your choice. Or if you're not a Derby County fan or you have those things already, you can have the cash alternative. So if you have not done so already, check that out down in the description, but I'll catch you next time. Bye bye guys. Head on over to raffle.com, linked down in the description, so that you can get yourselves into the raffle to win 2 Derby County home tickets or a 2025-26 DCFC kit of your choice. Tickets start at just £1 per ticket, with a range of different bundles available to you where you can buy 2 tickets, get 2 free, 5 tickets, get 5 free, 10 tickets to get 10 free, and 15 tickets for 15 free. All you need to do is head on over to Derby County's website, get yourself a fan ID. So if you are the winner of this raffle, I can send you over those tickets. And all you have to do is enter a question just a little bit about Jamie Carragher and what club he played at for his entire career. So if you haven't done so already, head on over to raffle.com, linked in the description, so that you can join the raffle for 2 Derby County home tickets or a 2025-26 DCFC kit of your choice.